Oh, hello, universe. I'm Stephen Colbert here at the Late Show Mission Control. And I'm beaming this message across America as well as into space and beyond. Hi, God. We miss you. And I bring you a thrilling update on the thrilling and historic journey of NASA space probe known as New Horizons, which I believe was named after the assisted living center where you sent your P-pop. This morning at 7:49 Eastern Time, the New Horizons spacecraft made the closest ever pass near Pluto after being launched almost a decade ago, back when NASA had the cash to do cool stuff like this. And wow, the pictures are unbelievable. Behold, its icy visage revealed in all its glory. After almost a century of near total mystery, we finally know what Pluto really looks like. A malted milk ball left in the rain 4.7 billion miles from the sun. And we have to wait over a year now for all the information to come in because evidently New Horizons can't broadcast while it collects data because according to one mission scientist, the spacecraft upload isn't even as good as a 56K modem. Remember, this is 2005 technology, so the probe is also posting all the pictures to Friendster. But when that data does come in, it's gonna huge. Because according to another scientist at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, apparently there's more than one there, it's like opening up a birthday present every day from now until the end of the next year. Damn straight. Who doesn't love atmospheric data for their birthday? If you're watching, honey, hint, hint. For our entire lives, Pluto was nothing more than a dot in space. And now it's an entire world with surface features and personality. And oh my God, this section right here looks like a heart. It hearts us. But you know who doesn't heart it? Director of the Hayden Planetarium, Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's one of the most prominent proponents of Pluto's demotion from a real planet to a dwarf planet. Boy, I tell you, I would love to hear what Neil has to say now. Neil, what do you have to say now? You have anything to say about this? Are you excited?
I'm excited.
On a scale of 1 to awesome, how awesome is this?
I would say awesome minus 10%.
Really?
Yeah.
What is disappointing possibly about this? Look at this.
No.
It's not just Pluto, it's Pluto and Sharon.
Yeah, Sharon.
His girlfriend, Sharon.
Sharon.
Over here.
Totally Sharon.
What's
yeah.
not 100% awesome about this?
Actually, Sharon was the ferry boat driver across the River Styx. So
whatever she does for a living is fine with me. It doesn't matter. I believe women could also be lords of the underworld, unlike some people. Okay, so what is it? What is it about this that's not total
awesome.
top of the line awesome?
Well, I'd wish
you're Neil. You know, you're right now. You're Neil Blasé Tyson. I don't understand.
It would be totally awesome if it was a much bigger place, I think.
What do you mean? Well, it's bigger than we thought it was, right?
No.
I thought Pluto was bigger than we thought it was.
It is smaller than we ever thought it was, forever.
Really?
In 1930, when it was discovered, you know what the New York Times reported?
What?
That we thought it was the size of the Earth. And every decade went by, its size got littler and littler and littler as our capacity to measure it improved.
Already, scientists have learned from New Horizons that Pluto is 20 to 30 kilometers larger than previously thought, with a radius of 736 miles. Did I just fact check? Neil?
Okay.
Neil, I'll freeball this one, Tyson.
Okay, so how much bigger is it? This much
20
bigger.
to 30 kilometers.
Yeah.
20 to 30. It's a range.
20, this much bigger. Okay.
Okay.
All
yeah.
Right, just saying.
It's cold out there in
Just
space,
saying.
Neil.
So like the length
How
of
big
Manhattan,
do you want it to be?
A little bigger. Okay. Oh, you think it's shrinking up because it's cold.
Well, evidently, for Neil Tyson, size matters. Okay, let's talk. We'll get to you being wrong about the emotional side of this. No. Here is the thing. By the way, thank you for answering the Neil signal. I don't mean to be so aggressive with you. I realize you must be in demand today.
I was busy doing something else, and you materialized me on command.
Okay. What is the thing?
I'm just saying. Oh, give me the next one. There. Okay. So here's the good thing about this.
Yes.
Here's the good thing about this. It's not every day where you get to be the first eyes to set upon a completely undiscovered land.
This is beautiful and exciting.
It is especially beautiful and especially exciting because no one has seen this before yesterday. That's why.
Right.
Not only that, there's higher resolution images getting taken of this that will finally get downloaded back to Earth, literally downloaded but down to Earth,
Right.
and will have even more detail than what is here.
But really slowly, right?
Slowly, well, because they wanted, you had to get to Pluto before the principal investigators died. Okay, this is the number one requirement of any scientific experiment. It has to finish before you die. Okay, so how do you get to Pluto before everybody dies? You get the tiniest spacecraft and the biggest rocket, and you get it out there as fast as possible. Pluto, the New Horizons mission passed the moon's orbit in 9 hours. And it took the astronauts 3 days to do that. So this thing was booking out of the solar system. Then it got a gravity assist around the side of Jupiter, and it got to Pluto.
What's a gravity assist now?
I'd say it falls towards Jupiter,
Right.
and it picks up Jupiter's orbital speed, comes out the other side. It's got extra energy.
Like a marble going by a drain.
Yeah, except the drain is not moving, so it can fall into Jupiter and come out the other side. That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's symmetric. Because Jupiter is also orbiting the Earth.
Yeah.
It is not symmetric. And so if you fell in Jupiter from the other side, it would slow down. Okay. You sneak up behind Jupiter.
Behind it.
You got to come in behind it.
Oh, it's like NASCAR. You're drafting.
Yeah, you're drafting. Yeah,
Wow.
There you go.
That's for my NASCAR fans.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, my point here is you don't get to see this as a first thing. How many objects have you never seen before, and now everyone has seen it for the first time? That's
you know,
what's
Neil?
awesome. What?
A newborn chick. Did I just blow your mind?
No, not really at all.
No one's ever seen that chick before, Neil.
That's true, but it looks like every other
No,
chick.
let's just wait a
It
second.
looks like every other. This doesn't look
This,
like.
what are you talking
that
about?
doesn't look like.
This,
No.
you know what this looks like?
What?
This looks like an illustration in a dictionary that says planet. It looks like a planet. It's got atmosphere. It even has a heart, unlike you, who will give it no love.
I feel some love for Pluto.
You feel some love for Pluto?
Even though Pluto's not even, portrayed on my tie, I feel for Pluto.
Because you two are inexorably tied.
In a bit, but
You are in the first line of Pluto's obit at this point.
no, anything but that.
Yeah.
No, but Pluto, it went from being the puniest planet to being, the king of the Kuiper Belt.
That's super cool. Look at that. Those are two things locked
Yes.
in eternal dance
Yes,
with
yes.
each other.
Pluto and Charon are in orbital double tidal lock with one another. So they always show the same face to each other as they orbit.
Wow.
They never gaze
So they
anywhere
got
else.
secrets from each other.
Possibly. But also, Charon is so large compared with Pluto that their point of orbit is outside of Pluto itself.
So what they're going around is out
It's
here?
out here, not inside the physical body of Pluto.
So it's like what's that? It's like a bolo, like those things. Those
Yeah. They
gauchos
go
throw.
around, yeah,
Walk,
and then-
walk, 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 walk.
Right.
Wow.
That's exactly. So that's a testament to how big Charon is relative to Pluto.
Sharon has a canyon on it, right?
Yeah, no, it's just,
Evidently
they all have
bigger than the Grand Canyon.
Very interesting features on all of these outer objects. Oh yeah.
Wow, outer objects. You just dance around saying anything that would make this planet happy.
Object.
Object. Oh, you've got your really beautiful object. She has a name.
It's not even on my tie. Okay, I got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. That's it. Okay.
That's the standard. If it's not on a casual accessory owned by Neil deGrasse Tyson, not worth knowing. Forget it. Forget it. Who cares? Noted astrophysicist Elton John once saying that Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them if you did. What about Pluto? Could there be life? Could you raise anything on Pluto?
Since when is hell cold?
The last ring of hell is frozen. Satan stands in it, chewing forever. Brutus, Judas, and one other great betrayer from Dante's Inferno. Did you go to a good school?
I never read Inferno.
Columbia, right?
I never read Inferno.
You never read
went
Inferno?
To Harvard. Went to Harvard.
Went to Harvard? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Was everything pass-fail there? Did you audit all your classes?
I didn't.
All
No,
right.
While I was learning about the universe,
Yeah.
they didn't teach us about Dante's.
Inferno's kind of a big, big story.
Yeah,
Kind of a big story.
yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
of Dante's.
Yeah.
Dante's
You read the
Inferno.
Bible? You read
Yes,
the Bible?
yes, I have.
Okay, good.
Yes,
That's a
I
good
have.
one too. Lots based on that too.
Yeah.
Okay, Neil, let's get back to Pluto for a second.
Sure.
Why do you and others, but you were certainly blamed for a lot of this, and I'm one of the ones who blames you. Why
I was
do
an
you?
accessory. I didn't pull the trigger.
But you were driving the car
I
that
totally-
murdered Pluto as a planet.
No,
Okay,
I drove the car
Murder was the case they gave me. I've heard your
that
song.
escaped the scene after Pluto got demoted.
I understand. Okay, you still get the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why do you believe that it is not a planet? It sure damn looks like a planet. It's out there in space where the planets are. It's got a moon. It's got a moon. Planets have moons, okay? It has a moon. This is the Sharon over here, which is the size of Texas,
If
okay?
Neptune-
Next, you're going to tell me that Texas isn't a planet.
If Neptune were a Chevy Impala parked at the curb,
Yeah?
ask yourself, what car would Pluto be
If Neptune was a Chevy Impala
parked at the curb?
parked at the curb,
Yeah. What car can you think up that Pluto would be? Give me one.
a Matchbox car.
That's exactly what it would be.
Car. Matchbox car.
Oh,
Checkmate. Checkmate.
yeah,
Checkmate.
it'd be a Matchbox car.
Okay, but
That's
it would be about that size?
yeah, about that size.
Okay.
Okay.
What if I, Neil, what if I gave you a Klondike bar? Would you change your idea then?
That's different.
No. That's Klondike. They didn't sponsor the show or give us any money. Do you want?
No,
Let's
totally.
earn it. Let's earn it.
Okay. How do I have to earn it?
Yeah. We also have someone who's not sponsoring us tonight. It's Tang. Got some right there.
I'm not drinking
You're
Tang.
not drinking
No,
Tang?
No, I'm not
What?
doing Tang.
Okay.
No, no.
Tang. It tastes like sand from space. Drink the beach. Oh, what would it hurt to call Pluto a planet, other than the reputation of the great Neil deGrasse Tyson?
I think it would insult all the other planets in the solar system. But here's something. Here's something I will concede to you. You ready?
Write this down.
Jupiter is more bigger compared to Earth than Earth is compared to Pluto.
How many times? How many Earths?
Jupiter's
and Pluto?
11 times wider than Earth, and Earth is 5 times wider than Pluto. So if we were Jovians, Earth would be a dwarf planet too.
So
Totally-
A equals B, B equals C, my friend. That's math.
If you're
Okay.
gonna,
If I don't, I'm not throwing formulas too difficult for.
Here's
Neil
what I'd
Tyson,
rather
am
do.
I? Because I know you don't like read books.
rather
like
than call Pluto a planet,
Yeah.
I'd rather take all the 4 rocky planets and call them dwarf planets. That's what I would rather
You would
do.
turn Earth into a.
I would so
to
do that.
save your skin, just to win an argument on a web page.
if we
That's
lived-
so petty of you. You would turn Earth into a dwarf planet
If we
just
lived
so
on-
you wouldn't be wrong.
No, if we lived
Ah,
on-
that's where we turn the corner. That's where everyone turned the corner. Just now, you can hear audible gasps, audible gasps out there. I'm going
we
to join you
lived
in that
on-
Klondike bar. I cannot. You're making that look too good.
If we lived on Jupiter,
Oh, oh, damn.
we'd be into big gassy stuff.
Wow.
And we would look at Saturn and see it as our sister planet,
Uh-huh.
a brother planet, and Uranus and Neptune. And we look at these puny, rocky things, and we say, what? They want to call themselves a planet like us?
Uh-huh.
No. I don't
Neil?
play that. Not if I'm Jupiterian, or Jovian, as it goes.
How's Star Talk going?
No, thanks for asking.
Yeah, it's still
We got-
going
got
on?
some good guests.
Yeah. Who you got
Yeah.
coming up?
I got, we're going to get President Clinton.
What?
Yeah, no. I know.
Wow.
He owes me a couple things. That's why I figure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, does he really? Just save his skin a few times?
He owes me.
Oh, yeah, he was with me at JPL that night. And you got also the Star Talk TV coming up.
Yeah, so it jumped species. So some of our episodes were picked up by National Geographic Channel.
Okay, yeah. And
So
when
this
is
fall-
that broadcast? What
This
time?
fall, they're still working on the broadcast schedule.
Yeah.
But
It's not 11:30 at night, is it, Neil? Oh, it is go time. It is go time, Neely Ty. Cheers
cheers
to Pluto.
to Pluto. No, I love me some Pluto. Don't get me wrong. Pluto and I go way back, really.
Well, Pluto will find out that you said that in 4.5 hours when this broadcast gets out there, and maybe Pluto will forgive you. Goodbye. Oh.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert starting September 8th. Yeah!